Hello. I'm gonna vlog a little bit. The kids are watching some movie on Netflix. I want to say Spellbound, but I don't know if that's exactly what it's called. Might be thinking of the name of the one that's on Disney with, what are they, goblins or whatever. They go in the van on the road trip. This is like a family and there's monsters. Emma seemed to watch a little bit of it. She's in the kitchen trying to get flies. Mia's having a waffle. The kids are all sick. They've been playing, so there's the Peppa Pig track and then the Peppa house and then their Calico Critter stuff. You trying to get flies? And eat Skittles. Be careful. Yeah, there's a couple of flies. I redid the mirror in the bathroom. It's not great because they were pastoring me for Band-Aids that they don't need. Sometimes they want to stick Band-Aids on. And then there was a fly buzzing around, so it's not great, but I can go in and show you what it looks like. Basic lights. Again, the shape isn't exactly how I would want it, but I was struggling with, like I said, the fly, the kids. At least the Halloween is down, and then I did change out the Christmas plug-in. I haven't put up any more Christmas. Mike wanted me to wait a little bit, but I'm also just waiting for everything to come in the mail that I got so that I can do all that stuff at once, and then we have to get out the Christmas containers. The kids are all sick. Mike's sick. I'm starting to come down with a cold. Emma's gonna go outside. Be careful. I got my Grinch and Max put out in the front, the light up, like the blow mold ones that I got from Walmart last year, and plug those in. I need to get, I was gonna bring up the small shop vac, but Mike was saying he was just gonna bring up the big one. I need to vacuum out in the entryway. I can sweep out there. It's just hard because of how closed off it is. So it's easier just to go out there with the shop vac because the kids spilled sand on the big rug, and it's just easier to vacuum that than try and pull all that stuff out. So I need to do that. Did you want another one? Okay. You gonna go out and play with Emma? I was at the ballet studio from 7:30 to 9 last night. I decided to volunteer because I don't have enough to do, to be one of the parents in the party scene. So I will have practice every Monday night from now until the shows, and then I'll be doing all 4 shows. Some of the parents can't do all of them, so they have like substitutes, but I can do all of them. So I don't know what possessed me. It's something I've wanted to do and been kind of nervous about it, so I finally decided to do it this year. Mike encouraged me to do it, so I had to do practice last night. The Nutcracker ones can't really miss. The girls are gonna skip like normal ballet and gymnastics, and then Emma and Diana will also have to go to Nutcracker practice on Saturday. Diana's an angel and Emma's the baby mouse, if I didn't say that already. I think I've mentioned that before, but those are their parts. So Emma's the little mouse that steals the Nutcracker for the big mice during the fight scene. And then when they're in the winter woods, there's a scene with angels, and that Diana's an angel. Last year she was a lamb. They're just outside playing, but not really motivated to do a whole lot today because I don't feel very good. The kids are sick, but once the medicine kicks in, can't tell. Like, they were go, go, go nonstop yesterday from the time they got up until they went to bed, and they really like crashed hard last night because they are sick. But during the day, you'd never know. But I did get all the Halloween stuff packed. The last vlog, like, this area was covered, so I did get everything packed up. I had the boxes over here. Mike took most of them down. We had 2 totes and then the outside stuff. So he took 1 container and the outside stuff and the big pieces that I couldn't store. And then I took the other box. And then I'm going to leave this wreath for now because I don't know if I'm going to be able to find my other one. But yeah, this is, need to vacuum out here. But you can see I did put up my blow molds and then I swapped out the little tree in my truck. What are you, ma'am? No, you're gonna break that. Stop doing that. It's plastic. You guys need to stop being so hard on things. I do clean out here periodically, but as you see, it doesn't stay clean long. So it's one of those things I do every other day because they inevitably, it gets dirty again. But I do try and clean a little bit because they are out here barefoot. But the only thing I really put out here, my stick candles came. So these ones have little nutcrackers with presents, and then I got another set of 4. They're just green, but I don't know if I showed these yesterday. There's the girls' ballet picture. So I got a canvas, and then this one is the one that I had 3 made, and I gave my in-laws and my parents both a framed one of that, and then Mike liked these pictures, so we had another one made for us. But there's the girls' ballet photos if you're interested to see them. Mia just turned 3. Emma is now 4. We're still potty training the 2 of them. It is what it is. Diana will be 8 in February. So they turned out really cute. We didn't do pictures last year because we were out of town, so I'm really happy with how those turned out. And then there's the rest of the wall. I had a 3rd like collage thing over here. It broke, like it randomly like fell off the wall. We're at that stage where it's happened in the hall. One of the ones in the kids' room fell down, but like it's been up for years. So my mom gave me this. It's Diana's first time at Disneyland and my first time at Disneyland, and then my senior cheer picture. But those are the Christmas cards from last year. Our Simpson picture, and then my mother-in-law got one done of her and my father-in-law, and then my parents do have one. Here's our first one. I don't have a copy of the one that I used this photo, so my parents have one like Simpson-fied of like this picture. Yeah, we're at that stage where things are just randomly falling off the wall after years. So yeah, that middle picture, I found a frame that fit, and then got to repair that. It's not leaking or anything. I had Mike put plastic so that Diana's not like staring at a hole, but eventually we'll patch the hole. We're gonna put in an actual closet probably over in that back corner where the hanging thing is. But I did clean in here a little bit. I need to like deep clean because there are Barbie pieces. If you look close, like it's not bad, but like there are Barbie pieces in every corner of this room. I usually do it once a month, only to save my sanity. But yeah, a lot of this is like Barbie pieces. They use leftover confetti as water for the pools, and it's not terrible. It's a little messy, but it's not bedroom bad. I mean, you can walk. The carpet is old. I need to put laundry away at some point. And then this table has got, you know, my crafts. I'm going to have the girls paint these, and then we're going to have them, they can tell me what they're grateful for, and then I'm going to write on them and give them to my mom for Thanksgiving decor. But need to paint that. I've got a bunch of craft kits. Diana made this diorama at school. It's an Arctic scene. I need to glue her wolf and fox down better, and then I can put it out. I got the Christmas stuff that needs, like, this is my craft table, so need to sort this out at some point. And then there's clothes for when we go to the Grand Canyon. Mike has more than what he needs, but our closet is so overloaded, it takes me a while to find stuff. So I was like, I'm just gonna pull out all the Christmas stuff that I can find. I've mentioned this before. I have gone through and decluttered as much as I can. I don't want to get rid of too much long sleeve because we're going to move eventually somewhere where it's cold. So yeah, it's just, but again, you can come in here. We've got like, this is like an air purifier fan thing. Mike's case of vinyl gloves. I got packing paper. There's puzzles, and I'm not really sure what all is in this corner. Our room becomes a catch-all, so a lot of the stuff that's in the corner over there needs to go downstairs at some point, but it's like it's out of the way. I can get to the kids' dressers. We just too much stuff. And believe it or not, we've taken like 4 trailerfuls of stuff to the dump. So I am purging, but it's a process. A lot of that craft stuff needs to go downstairs. I have craft stuff that I need to pack up at some point. So I bring stuff up, it ends up in the pile. It just... The kitchen's not bad. The living room's not bad. Like I said, our room just turns into a catch-all. Diorama. Glued. Her stuff back on. Emma tried to help. I use the E6000, which is really strong, so I don't let the kids handle that. I need to put costumes and stuff away. Try and clean this up a little bit. Trash, like this box with this Laneige stuff is gonna go downstairs. I took one out. This is like costume stuff. And I got pretzels and some candy. Probably just... There's a package?
Yes.
Well, the package that's out there is Dad's parts for his car or his motorcycle, whatever, his vehicle, whatever it is. Yes, these are extra trick-or-treat bags that I'm gonna pack up for next year with the buckets. Halloween's already over. Can you go put these in the candy bowl?
What is that?
Candy, and there's some pretzels.
No.
Can you go put those in the candy bowl, please?
Why?
Well, because they don't need to be in here. They can go downstairs. See, you would think I would have a grocery bag handy, but most of them have things in it, so I need to run in the kitchen and get a grocery bag. Mia's in the bathroom washing her hands. I should be grateful that my kids like to wash their hands and brush their teeth, but sometimes it's not always convenient. They pick like inopportune times, but it's fine. Put the wigs and the headpiece and my costume, Mike's wig in a bag, and then the girls' dresses will go down on the dress up cart that's downstairs. I save all my leftover costumes. Like I have a White Rabbit costume that I wore when I was in beauty school. I have a Minion costume a beanie shirt that I wore when I worked at Supercuts. I'm gonna take the belt, the tights, the lapel, scarf, and the glasses, just because I think like the glasses are going to get broken downstairs, so put those in here. But the dresses and the sadness costume can go downstairs. I think there's hangers, extra hangers down there. I'll have to look. But that's usually what I do. They have some other like dress up clothes that I try to go to Goodwill when they first put out the Halloween stuff. I didn't do it this year because they have quite a bit, but I'll get like under $5 costumes. I'll look at what's like super inexpensive. Goodwill's pricing is going up, so I try and find ones that are cheap. So those all go downstairs. And then these are bubble wands that can go in this box with all this other crap. is a rock in here. I'm not sure why there's a rock. I've got shoes. I'll leave those out because those are ones that I work in. Like, it's just all kinds of crap. Computer, Mike's notebook. These go on the bed. I put Mike Wazowski on his side, the pink heart on mine. It used to be in the living room, but it was in the chair that one of my dogs liked. So this is the cord for the computer. Try and keep track of this because I broke it years ago. I like stepped on it and snapped off that little $72. And that was years ago. I don't even want to know how much this costs now. So I try and like tell them, stop leaving it on the floor, because I'll be the one to break it, and heaven help me. My other tweezers that I was looking for, that's good. Okay, this is a fabric cutter. Came from Mike's grandma's nursing homeroom. We moved her to a different room. She's in a smaller facility, smaller space. Crochet needle we'll use eventually. Poke that in there. You don't want to see inside that cabinet either, but tools, glue, white. There's a bunch of twist ties left over from when we did Diana's treat bags. I need scissors. I got a set of tools for in here, like full-size ones. I have my little bitty like jewelry ones, but Mike has big hands and he has a hard time. So I got like just basic wire cutters, normal size set of pliers, a multi screwdriver, because when we were doing the miniature, the amount of, and we have tools in the closet, but I want those to stay in there. These are just for in here. I had to use scissors to open it. My question is, because you need scissors to get into scissors. Generally, it's that super thick plastic. What do you do if you're young and you're moving into a new place and you're buying scissors for the first time? How do you get into them? Because, like, I had to use scissors to get the zip ties off of all of these. But, yeah, these are going to stay in here. Tweezers. I'm not sure why this rock is in here. This is kid stuff. It's trash. I'm going to paint this with the markers. And then the markers will go away. So I think that's all I can clean up. They're going to do the pumpkins this weekend. I'm going to have them paint them, and then I will help them write their gratitudes on them. Here's my other stick candles. These are going to go in the kitchen, I think. I don't know if I showed this. This is the Yuma Sun, the newspaper. So this is the front page. That's Diana and Emma. There's a house that we go to where they trick or treat, where it's like a big party every year. And apparently there was somebody there that works for the Sun, because these are all pictures of people from that house. But yeah, my kids, my mother-in-law and Mia, that's my mother-in-law. Mia's back in here. That's my dad's Bing Bong shirt. But yeah, that's funny.
I want to cut the piece of cardboard.
You cut the piece of cardboard? What do you want to do with the cardboard?
Let's cut it.
Okay, well, I'll get you.
A Barbie.
Okay, I'll get you some scissors.
A Barbie cat.
Okay, let's go get scissors. Okay. Yeah, I had to move the scissors because they used to be in a drawer, and then I'd come find her randomly cutting things, so had to move the scissors. She has to come and ask. I don't care if she cuts things. It's just want to know when she's doing it, kind of a thing. This is all the kids. Oh, I'm gonna knock that over. Kids craft stuff. And a candy bar wrapper. Always finding candy bar wrappers. You want to cut something too? Okay, hold on. I want to put this in this cabinet. Get all shove in here. Maybe right there is fine.
And not told you. Yeah, it told.
Turn it on? Okay.
Yeah, That's annoying.
And then I leave the nail light just because I need it for the mini brands. And there's more, whatever this is. At least I could sit here and do something. I got enough clean. There we go. Yeah, I could sit here and potentially do something. This stuff can stay on this footstool. It's Legos and Christmas decor. That's fine right there. Oh, like I said, it's not great, but I could at least, you're probably like, why are you trying to do crafts when your house is a wreck and you're remodeling? Because I'm here all day with the kids and it's keeping me sane. Yeah. I'll end the vlog here. Like I said, I'm not doing much, just putzing around. My nose is starting to run again. I'm going to take this stuff downstairs and then probably try and sit down. The kids are cutting cardboard at the table, so I'll clean that up whenever they're done. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. This will be up on Thursday on my actual birthday. So happy 41 to me, the future. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in another video. Bye, everybody.